video, we are going to be taking Lloyd from Ninjago and upgrading him from completely broke to absolutely rich. So stay tuned until the end to find out what happens. Let's go! So our main minifigure today is Lloyd, the elemental master of green.
Your elemental power is green.
Or power, according to Master Chen.
Lloyd, master of power!
Now why did I pick Lloyd, you ask? Well, the same reason LEGO refuses to make a Ninjago advent calendar, simply because I can. And as of right now, he has nothing, not even clothes, so the very first step of his journey today is finding an outfit. Which he actually did, in a rubbish bin of all places. So now that he wasn't going to be arrested for public indecency, it was time for him to move along. And remember, the goal of this video is just to take this Ninjago minifigure from being poor and having absolutely nothing to being completely rich, for lack of a better word. And it's a weird concept, I know, but then again, Ninjago itself is an extremely weird concept. And so is LEGO in general. It's like, oh, I love my collection of little plastic humanoids and their overpriced little plastic vehicles and their lifeless little plastic eyes. And I know in the show, Lloyd is probably rich. I mean, I don't think vehicles and mechs like that come cheap. But this isn't the show, this is a YouTube video. So I think what Lloyd needed here first was a house. But of course, houses require materials. And you know, it's not like wood grows on trees or anything. But the problem is, he is about as broke as the like button after you smash the heck out of it. So it was about time for Lloyd to get a job. So his first thought was to be a race car driver, but quickly got turned down because that requires talent. However, he actually managed to find employment at the local store, mopping the floors and cleaning the hot dog machine. Now you may wonder how being employed leads to Lloyd getting a house, and I have one word for you.
Money!
1 week later.
So after about a week, Lloyd had amassed enough money to buy a cardboard box. Taxes, am I right? Also, don't tell anyone, but I used an illegal building technique for his house.
FBI, open up!
So now, just like the British pop band Living in a Box, Lloyd was living in a, well, you get it. Anyway, his life seems a bit boring at the moment, so to spice it up, I gave him a table, nondescript gaming console, and a television. Let's just pretend he bought all those items after working at the store for a whole year on 43 cents an hour. So from this point onwards, Lloyd had a little bit more than just a cardboard box, and with all the necessary equipment, he became a Twitch streamer when he wasn't working. And not only that, Lloyd became a popular Twitch streamer, which means money. And his favourite game to play is Minecraft. So naturally, like every Minecraft streamer or YouTuber, he got into a heap of controversy. I'm kidding. And now, with donations coming in left and right, it was about time for Lloyd to upgrade his house from a quaint cardboard box to a modest little shack with no walls. And look, I'm not the most talented of builders, you know, I'm no IKEA aficionado, but I think this thing looks, survivable. Now, the easy thing to do here would be to say that Lloyd continued working at the store and doing his Twitch streams to get rich. However, even with his popularity, it would take roughly 239 years to afford his dream house. So he found a way to speed up his journey from poor to rich. So the next thing that Lloyd acquired was a printer. And the reason he needed a printer was so he could start selling his own book. That's right, whenever he wasn't working at the store or doing Twitch streams, he was typing up his own autobiography, called From Cardboard Box to Mega Mansion, the Lloyd Garmadon story. Now, he didn't actually have a mansion yet, but that didn't matter, because the book exploded and sold approximately 1 trillion copies in under 24 hours. And now, between his Twitch streams and his best-selling book, Lloyd quit his 9-to-5 job mopping floors. And he decided now it was time to upgrade his home yet again. And since you saw my building talents earlier, this time we're just going to give him the Garmadon's Dark Fortress set, which comes fully equipped with jail cells, turrets, and a flaming chair. As well as that, it was time to give Lloyd some nice rides to park outside his house, including this Aston Martin Vantage GT3 and this Lotus Evija. And the final touch was a cardboard box out the front for camping or something, I don't know. I guess old habits die hard. And just like that, Lloyd had gone from having no money to his name or even clothes on his back to living in a fortress with multiple sports cars, streaming on Twitch and selling self-praising autobiographies. But you're mistaken if you think he stopped there, because now that he had a taste of the fortress life, he liked it. So he decided to start a company to further his wealth. The company was called the Lloyd Garmadon Cardboard Box Foundation and delivers cardboard boxes to those in need of somewhere to live. The LGCB Foundation became very successful and expanded worldwide, delivering cardboard boxes to every country. He also began making cameos in movies and TV shows, even lending his house to the production team of the Ninjago pilot season and playing Samakai. So at this point, Lloyd was a very well-established businessman and entrepreneur, and his estimated net worth was infinity dollars. Yet even after all of this, he still wore the set of clothes that he found in that trash can all those years ago, not just as a hygiene issue, but as a reminder of his humble beginnings. Eventually, he had so much money that there was none left in the rest of the world, and he caused a full-on economic and societal collapse. But at least in the very end, he had a place to call home. Comment down below how many LEGO sets you would buy if you were Lloyd right now. And thanks for watching. I hope you like this different style of content than my usual. Let me know if you want to see more like this. I know it wasn't the greatest showcase of building talent, and I know the story made little to no sense, but I hope at the very least it was entertaining. And before you go, let's read out some of the highlights from last week's caption contest, which challenged you, the viewer, to caption this image of Natakan. Natakan, after seeing the season got reversed and all of his hard work was for nothing. Yeah, I imagine he'd be quite mad, but on the bright side, he wouldn't actually know since it never happened. When an amazing new set comes out with amazing minifigures but it's way out of your price budget. Look, I'm sure we've all been there. It's especially painful since LEGO keeps releasing great sets like every single month. Natakan, when he travels 2 hours to a LEGO store and they don't have the set he wants. That was pretty much what happened with me and the Battle Bus set, but thankfully they had a few left by the time I got there. And even nearly 2 months later, it is still sold out in Australia. So if I had have gone to get it now, I'd be doing that face. Natakan, after Python changes his favourite character from Pythor. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. When Natakan has to use the toilet but it's already came out. Honestly, this one actually made me laugh pretty hard. Please listen, I didn't bomb that orphanage. Well, he is a bad guy, but I don't think he's quite that bad. Natakan's reaction to seeing Mike Tyson's full moon. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty fair reaction. Though actually, imagine it was him in the ring instead of Mike Tyson. It would be hilarious watching Jake Paul try and fight a genie with 4 boxing gloves on. Natakan after he drops his 14-year-old Fire Temple set. Rest in peace, or rest in pieces, shall I say. I'm sorry I ate your dog, I was hungry. Yeah, this one's pretty funny, although I hope it's not meant to be some kind of derogatory insult directed at the Jin race or something. LEGO when you ask them where your Twitchy Tim and Mega Weapon Garmadon figures are. At least you can kind of make the Mega Weapon and give it to Garmadon. Sadly though, I don't think Twitchy Tim is ever seeing the light of day as a minifig. When you accidentally light the giant garlic bread on fire and say your friend did it. That is oddly specific. Why do I get the feeling this actually happened to this commenter? When Natakan heard someone singing Thick of It, or Natakan said Season 5 was overrated and everyone here. This surely can't be true, because no one thinks Season 5 is overrated and no one would even dare sing that offence to the ears in front of other people. Natakan saying how could he be a bad guy after falsely imprisoning 7 people and marrying an underage girl. Yeah, the more you think about it, the more he's actually a pretty deplorable villain. You just bought a car in Ninjago City and it starts floating away on an island. If I lived in Ninjago City, I'd want to have good car and house insurance, because the amount of shenanigans that go on there is ridiculous. It's like if you've just bought a house and then the Avengers destroy it in a fight and then make a joke about it. Me in English after writing, I woke up and it was all a dream, but on the bedside table beside me lay the knife we used to kill Santa, still glazed with blood. Okay, I think this one takes the cake. This is actually peak comedic writing. And I think that's enough for today. We had quite a few hilarious comments in there, and thank you to everyone who did comment. Once again, hope you enjoyed this kind of different style of video, and thank you for watching. That's been all for today, folks. Have a great day, and see you next week.